This is probably one of the biggest news stories to come out in the last like 10 years. Honestly, I cannot think of a bigger news story, bigger breaking news, bigger thing that's ever happened in like, I think even my whole entire life, to be honest. But the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, was at a rally today in Butler, Pennsylvania, and he was actually shot at. That's right, the former president of the United States had an assassination attempt on him. Now we're going to show this clip right here. I'm going to show the initial clip. Thankfully it has been blurred of like, you know, the initial shots being fired, just obviously for monetary reasons. But I'm going to show the clip right here, and then we're going to get into it further.
We see something that said, take a look at what happened.
So that right there is the initial clip, and as you can see, you know, Donald Trump is just doing his normal thing at a rally, and as he's doing it, you hear like the couple shots that go off in the background, and you can see that immediately as soon as those shots go off, Donald Trump does put his hand to the side of his head, presumably as he obviously was shot near his head. And straight after that, as soon as that happens, you just see like all the Secret Service guys fucking, you know, legitimate get down Mr. President kind of stuff. This whole entire situation is absolutely fucking insane. Like the last time that I know of, like I can't even remember the last time an assassination attempt was put on a president, let alone like there's probably been like multiple attempts in the past, but ones that have been like relatively unsuccessful, with a point where they haven't even gotten to this. But the last time that I know, like me as an Aussie, like that a president was shot at would have to be like JFK. He was the last person who was shot at and killed as the president of the United States. Like this is huge. Like I said, I don't think there's ever been anything as big as this, like a big of an assassination attempt, at least getting this close to actually killing a president, since JFK was killed back in like, what was it, the 70s or 60s? I can't remember exactly when JFK was shot at and killed. But this is absolutely insane. And right after Donald Trump was shot in the side of the head, this man didn't give a fuck. Like this man's aura just went to like the whole next level. As like, obviously, he has like so many Secret Service around him, and they're picking him up off the ground, you know, to help like escort him off the stage. This man gets up, pumps his fist up, and the fucking, I love it. You can see all the rednecks in the background. They start to go absolutely fucking crazy.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
Oh my god! Like, you know what? Like, this is not meant to be a political channel. My channel whatsoever is not meant to be political. Even though these last two videos of mine have been about American politics, but I mean, like I said in my previous video, even though I am Aussie, you know, when it comes to American politics, it is massive. It's massive, and it's a big part in like the whole. It impacts the world a lot, especially for here in Australia. And like, this isn't just like political news. This isn't like, oh yes, it's not like my last video where it was about, you know, more me taking the piss out of Joe Biden, and, you know, about him stumbling on like his words at his press conference, and me just thinking it's funny. This is huge. Like, this news right here, like I said, this is absolutely, like, when I woke up this morning, because like when this happened, you know, in like obviously afternoon of America, but for here in Australia, this happened at like 9 a.m. So this happened like about an hour ago, and I'm just sitting there in bed flicking through, like about to open up Twitter to find out what I'm going to make my video about. And this is not what I expected. I did not expect this to pop up on my For You page for Twitter. But presumably after this all started to go down, supposedly there has been a couple of videos that are going around on Twitter where some police officers are actually escorting some man out. Well, not really escorting, but carrying someone out who is presumably to be the shooter themselves.
To me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on, was he shot, was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone, Shannon, saying, let me grab my shoes as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
Man, oh my god. Now, obviously, I'm gonna put a bit of a disclaimer before we keep going on in this, because I have talked a little bit about it so far. But I'm just here to say that I am nowhere near on either side of the political spectrum. I'm not trying to persuade you in any way possible. That's not what this channel is about. That's not what this video is about. This video is just about covering, you know, my channel is about covering internet news or big things or funny things. Like, even though I took the piss out of Joe Biden in the last video, I only took the piss out of him not because, like, you know, I'm a Republican or I'm, you know, I don't really like any of the political spectrum whatsoever. Like, I think, you know, both sides of the political spectrum can somewhat be idiots, but it was obviously funny. And when it comes to this is just massive news in general. Like, honestly, like this will be one of like a million videos that are going to get posted on YouTube. Like, I already saw, like, after this happened, there was so many people posting videos about this. And I mean, rightfully so. Like I said, this is massive fucking news. This is breaking news, not just like in America, not just in the Western world, but around the news. They will play this on fucking goddamn North Korea TV. But one thing that we do have to appreciate about this whole entire thing is that whenever something bad goes on in the internet, whenever something happens, whenever something major happens, the internet is always there to like take advantage and put out any type of meme or any type of, you know, edits or whatever it may be. And you can bet your ass that even if there's an assassination attempt put out on a former president of the United States, you can goddamn well bet that the internet will be there to sweep and take a great opportunity to like put out any types of memes or videos that can be possible. So there's only been a couple so far, and I expect in the next day that there will be a lot more. But a couple of like the major things that have been going around on the internet in terms of memes, edits, or photos or whatever is one of them is this one right here. And it says the Donald Trump shooter, and it's of Klay Thompson being when he went 0-10 this last year in the play-in tournament. Well, no, sorry, not last year, this year in the last season of the NBA season where, you know, Golden State had to win the game to be able to get into the playoffs, and they ended up losing, and Klay Thompson went 0-10 from the field. That's supposedly what the Donald Trump shooter is. I mean, let's be honest here. As much as it's great, like, whether you like Donald Trump or not, I mean, wishing someone death upon someone, I feel like is always still a bad reason. Like, even if you don't like Joe Biden, it really is, like, it would be pretty, like, scummy, I would say, to say, like, hey, I wish that Joe Biden would, you know, that would happen to him. Or even if you don't like Donald Trump, you saying that, you know, I wish actually this shooter, like, didn't miss. I feel like wishing death upon someone, you know, unless, like, it's as much as even if you hate Donald Trump or Joe Biden, I mean, compared to some other people in the world, there's so many other people in the world that you could, like, you know, wish that an assassination attempt was successful on them and not someone who's, you know, being a president of nice, even if you don't like them. So, like, wishing death upon them is obviously bad. But man, how did this shooter miss? How did this motherfucker miss? That's all I'm saying. How do you miss? Come on, bro. He even took like he took like 3-4 shots as well, and he missed every single one. And also, speaking of the shooter as well, he has actually been identified by the Butler police. He's this is him right here. His name is Mark Violets, and he has been identified as a member of Antifa. And if you don't know what Antifa is, and neither did I before I was making this video, like, I'd kind of heard of the word a little bit here and there, but I wasn't really, like, you know, 100% sure, like, I knew what it was. But it is supposedly a left-wing anti-fascist and anti-racist political movement within the United States. So their motives are to be the opposition to the right-wing politics, opposing to fascism, and obviously opposition to Donald Trump. Now, as much, like I said, is that as much as, you know, you can hate someone as much as you want, I really think that attempting an assassination on someone, especially if it fails, is the wrong way to fucking go about it. Because I'm going to be honest right here, and like I said, is that this video and this channel is no way to persuade you towards who you should vote for if you're in America. Or I'm not here to put my political views onto you whatsoever. But from what I have seen on Twitter, and what from other people have saying, I honestly think that this just catapulted Donald Trump even higher than he already was. Like, from all the things that have been happening with Joe Biden in like recent times, from the like presidential debate and in his conference from a couple days ago as well, is that like his likeliness within America has gone down exponentially, and Donald Trump's has definitely risen. And you know what? From what I have seen online, this is just catapulting Donald Trump to a whole nother fucking level. I mean, have you seen the photos that are coming out of this? The one where Donald Trump, the close-up of his face, where he's got, you know, blood coming from his ear, he's got blood on his face. Then there's the initial one from the video, like the screenshot from the video where he's pumping his fist out with all the Secret Service around him. And then probably what has the most aura, which is most likely the thumbnail of my video, is the one of him with the Secret Service around him, the American flag hanging in the background, and this man pumping his fist up high, bleeding from his face. Like him or not, that photo has fucking aura. Like, holy shit. I have never seen more aura in a photo than this. I mean, oh my lord. Holy shit. That's aura. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like I said, I don't care if you hate him or not. Like, this could have been Joe Biden, and I would say that shit is aura right there. It's insane. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god. And one thing that I love is that, like, before I end this video, is one thing I do love is the amount of Many Men edits that have already come out about Donald Trump. If you don't know what Many Men is, it's a song by 50 Cent off his album Get Rich or Die Trying. And it's about how 50 Cent got shot at and was actually shot in the face and survived. And that song is about, like, how, you know, people wish death upon him and he still lived. There is so many edits right now already on like Twitter and TikTok of like Donald Trump walking and all that shit. And it's just Many Men playing in the background. I'd love to show you guys. Like, I probably will put it on the screen while I'm talking about it, but I can't play the audio, obviously for copyright reasons. But oh my God, it's insane. This whole entire situation is just absolutely insane. But I would like to hear what you guys have to think about this down below. Like I said, this is one of the biggest news stories to come out in like I can't even remember. Like I said, this is massive. A world leader as big as the United States, like a former president of the United States, who is like, you know, obviously rallying to be the president of the United States again, had an assassination attempt put on him. It is absolutely huge. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Peace out.